Welcome to Trade Pro. In this video, I want to recap my FTMO challenge. I did the free trial because someone suggested that I do it to prove my trading skills. Seeing as I'm some guy online and I'm giving advice about trading, I should probably show that I can actually trade. And I only have one video on my channel showing that I made a nice trade. So here's my result for the free trial. It's a 14-day period where they give you a $50,000 account, and the goal is to reach 5% in the 14 days, which is quite a steep profit target goal. The normal challenge is 10% in 30 days, so it's essentially the exact same thing, but just half the time. All right, so let's get into the result. Here it is. We'll go into my metrics. So this graph I want you to first look at. This shows essentially what happened. So number of trades down on the bottom, so you can see trade number 1, minus 96. Trade number 2, balance plus 200. Trade number 3, balance plus 300. So you can see for the first 11 trades, essentially nothing happened. The account was just sideways, up by 98 cents after 11 trades. And this happens in a range. So if I'm trading and the market isn't giving me any trending moves, I'm not making money. So essentially, I did a great job just weathering this ranging market before the big moves came. So you need to survive these ranging markets without getting deterred, and then put yourself in a position to be in the market when the big move happens. So the next 4 trades was where all the money was made, up to 3,700 gain on the account. The profit target was only 2,500, but there was a minimum 5 trading days that was required, and I hit the 2,500 target, but I hadn't done the minimum 5 trading days yet. So I did have to take another trade, which luckily was a nice one. So here you can see on the first day of trading, I only took 1 trade, and it was the $96 loss. Then I took 10 trades on, let's see, that was like 3 or 4 days later. I took 10 trades. So I didn't even touch the account for a bit because I just wasn't putting much time into this. And I took 10 trades on the 1-minute chart where it just was 97 bucks. Then 3 trades the next day, and this was the big money. These 3 trades, 2,500. And then the 29th, 1 trade for 1,174. So the amount of time I actually spent looking at this account and trading on it was very minimal. The only time I actually spent much time trading was these 10 that were taken on the 1-minute chart. And you can see the win rate, 80%. Not a very good overall risk to reward ratio. But yeah, you know, it tells you everything. And you can see that the sort of rules that they have, where the minimum 5 trading days, the max daily loss, max loss, profit target. So these right here, the max daily loss of 2,500 and max loss of 5,000, it doesn't mean that you actually had your stop loss hit and you actually took the loss. This only means that the position went against you and the account would have been down by that amount if you took the loss, or the max loss of each of the trades drawdowns, if that makes sense. So this looks, you know, this is a 4% drawdown on the account, which isn't bad at all. But for these, I was lucky they were not stopped out, and they reversed the one in my favor just before getting stopped out. So that was lucky that happened. You know, that's not always going to happen. This might have been, you know, down by $1,000 or $2,000, and then after these wins, would only be up by 1,700. instead. So, sometimes you just luck out and it doesn't hit the stop and reverses and goes in your favor. But I'm just explaining these numbers for the max daily loss and max loss. This doesn't mean you actually took those losses. It means that the drawdown, if you had gotten your stop hit or exited the trade with that loss. But luckily, they reversed and went in my favor and turned into profits or break-even trades, essentially. So that is the free challenge for FTMO. I think it's a little bit steep to aim for 5% every 14 days, but I just wanted to do this challenge to kind of have a little bit something on the channel, just kind of shows that yes, I can actually trade, because when you're someone online who is giving people advice and talking about trading, you should probably actually be able to trade yourself. And I get the feeling that a lot of the trading channels out there, they don't actually know how to trade themselves. Maybe they have the ideas and all that, they can talk about strategies and indicators, but when it actually comes down to actually entering and executing a trading system, I don't think most of them have the skills. It takes a certain level of emotional control and experience to be able to do it without getting emotional, or a lot of people end up taking really small wins and huge losses, and yeah, it's the opposite for me. So I think the sign of a good trader is when you get these, the small losses, but you capture the big winning trades. You're able to actually hold out on those winners, and not adjusting your stops, kind of trying to keep your account to minimal drawdown while capturing and getting into those big trending moves. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this little FTMO funded trader free challenge thing. It was kind of fun, but I don't really gain anything for doing it, but it was kind of fun. But anyway, thanks for watching and listening. Check out and try this challenge if you want to. It's kind of fun, and you don't actually risk anything, so might as well. But anyway, have a nice day.